I suddenly think I'm in a William Castle movie or a John Carpenter film. A shot right here. Give me your other hand. There we go. That's great for the small of your back. As I was saying.
Henry, what's the scene you're doing today, do you know?
74, I think. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's when you're going out for Halloween?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, action!
When Henry's already moving, he's got to go through once with a gun, even while Henry takes off. Then we'll be insured of a white wall. Right. One more time, Henry. We'll get it. It's our fault. Because I wasn't working from storyboards, which is the first time I haven't worked from storyboards in a long time. I really can't remember a time, except maybe when I was making little films in 16mm back in college, where I didn't draw everything out. I sketched about 40% of this movie on paper and then decided that I was being penciled into a corner. I was doing that to myself and thought, well, just for once, I'll take a chance and I'm going to wing it every day and make it up as I go along. No, that's no.
About that.
Yeah, just like that.
We have rain, heavy at times through Wednesday, gale force winds.
What does that do to your production?
Real promising. Well, we either shoot like Steven did Jaws, where nothing matches, but who noticed and who cared? Or we go home and not finish the movie. Or we sit and wait. We had an attack. We thought maybe you might.
Oh boy! What is it?
It's a cheeseburger.
Oh, a cheeseburger. Great. Thank you. That's what a good producer is. A good producer. You know, you're looking for a definition of a good producer? Yeah, they got to handle the money and bring your film in on budget and schedule and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, they got to be strong, get along with people real well. But when they bring you cheeseburgers unexpectedly, that's what rates them the highest. What I'm saying, Alan, it's like a corridor for the guys to walk on for us to pass. If we had this on a sawhorse of some sort, and then this one over here, a little bit staggered, it's sort of like a gauntlet of light, very bright to take us up to the truck.
Yeah, and that's what he's going to be following as he goes through.
Right. Oh, it's kind of hard to get in.
Let's try to do it right here.
Okay.
Let's go way in. Gotta get an insulate.
Oh, this is great. You got a Groucho, you know, when you walk in here. You got to kind of, you know.
No, don't do that.
Easy. Towards me. There we go, like that. Now, Peter, if
like a
you're
Halloween
going down to that.
And the microphone.
How's that?
That's great.
Slide that away.
Looks like regular stuff.
Blood pressure's dropping from 100 over 70 to 70 over 58.
E.T., and then E.T.'s head turns and he says, Elliot, and everything stops. Yeah, Alan, let's do this for after lunch. Camera will start with a 17 wide this way, and let me just have a loop room.
Right?
Yeah, it's back in. I think it'll still look good. We'll come in here like so. We'll just drift, but holding them the whole time. And then when we stop here, we'll just start a slow drop, a real slow fluid move. And when he talks, the camera stops. So not only do they stop, but the camera's movement stops when he talks. You know?
Okay.
It'll be real weird. And then they put the microphone. That'll be tighter coverage.
Okay.
You know, he's gone to and right in between the words, it's like he needs his. So the sentences aren't so clean and pure. Yeah, do that. Suck in the word. Can you pronounce the word breathing in? Try these people like this. Right, exactly. Henry can take a break for a few minutes to go to school, and we'll get the reverse. But I want to stick with this, get the scene out of the way, and then go into back in this direction again, since the actors are into it already.
Guess what, Katie? It's a school holiday.
You've got to see the angle on his face. He's like. It's not forced pathetic. It just sounds like he has a serious physiological problem here.
The boy's dying.
And he's slipping quickly. So
His trees was nice.
I had him. The inhale. I had him inhale because it sounded better. But medically, you know. Okay. Guys, listen, everybody. It doesn't sound natural yet. The two things that are important to hear is your line that he's failing and your line that he's coming up. So it's important to cut through all this for that. Melissa?
Yes.
E.T. shouldn't speak, shouldn't say Elliot, until after these two lines are out. I've got to get a reverse on Richard saying they're separating. It means that we're losing E.T. That'll be 3. If we can get that all tonight, we've cleaned up the sequence except for the inserts of the monitors, and we can move ahead to Code Blue first thing in the morning.
Scream Code Blue.
Okay, fine.
Code Blue team, stat!
Great. So would you come in from both sides?
And you both have to clear out. a
Yeah,
little bit
Barbara,
longer
you need to be more this way. Yeah, you just have to. And Barbara, see what we're doing? We're starting on Elliot, and he sits up and screams something, and then we zoom back, and both of you put your heads in. So let me just try that much before we bring the camera in.
Okay.
Okay, is everybody ready now?
And don't smile through your mask.
Everybody should be in their places.
I don't want to see any mustaches curling up. No waving at your mom, and no waving at your friends.
Okay, quietly, everyone.
Just pretend that
No,
it isn't paint on it.
I wouldn't play doctor like that. I just put people's eyes out.
Okay, open your mouth. Open your mouth.
No, the only light that's dangerous is
Is that gum in there or deformed teeth?
position is one of the
Gum. Good.
God, Drew.
The kids, I think, in many ways are more spontaneous than adults because they haven't learned to censor things yet. They haven't gotten to the age where they know it's not right to say that because it's not socially acceptable. So kids really say what comes into their mind first, and if I can get that on the first take, all these happy mistakes, then it's going to make the film a lot more spontaneous. You can stomp there, Aiden. You can do what?
Horse gymnastics. You know what that is?
No, it's a word way over my head.
Okay, wait.
Well, this is how we take care of all of our patients at Future General Hospital. Next case. So much for that. Fine. Now you're out. Now, you see, you can't stop until you're up against there. Okay. Yeah, otherwise, you'll be hanging in our shot. Okay. Thanks, Henry. Here we go. This will be picture whenever Alan's ready. But if we can tie his head down somehow, so when the body, you know, when they give him the electric shock,
He jumps.
his body jumps, but his head
But his head
stays there, and his chin just keeps going up like that.
Yeah, they
Something like that.
Chest to jump on.
Yeah. When he says everybody clear, what's the word?
Stand
Stand table. You'll put it down, and Bob, you do it at random, and they'll pretend they're zapping. You'll take your zap from the actual bump. So go ahead, Bob. Do it, Bob. Stand aside? No, stand aside. How many times did you do it?
Stand aside. We do it once and we stop.
And we say stand
aside 2 beats and then
Okay, down there. Every time he says stand aside, wait 2 beats and zap it down there. So he'll say stand aside more than once. You understand?
Now I know nobody's going to believe me when I say this, but it's been great. The kids are great. I think we've probably blown less takes on the kids than we have on me. The dog, maybe not, but it's been great. I'm just trying to keep my head up there with them, you know.
Kiss her on the top of the head, please, Steve. Tell her you love her. Look over at Michael, right over there. He's over there. And look back at E.T. Now they put the machine on his chest and they're going to give him a shock to try to make him come back. And when they give him the shock, it's very loud and it makes you jump and cry even more. And they're putting it on his chest now, and he presses the button, and it goes POW!
Okay, you want to identify with that?
See, wipe the doll's face too. Thank you. Movies are so sad, especially this one.
Is this act?
Is that a pension? No, I just shot a gun through it.
So what did you think? Did you just think it was E.T. and did you get sad? Quit breaking the props. We have a graph that John did inserts of yesterday. It's great. It shows, it says Elliot and E.T. It shows you going just right together. Then you start going like this and E.T. starts going like this. Okay. Take out these two lines.
What?
We take out these two lines.
Yeah, why don't we?
Great.
I wish that I could go back in time. And you could be with me upstairs.
Right. Yeah. Which we can go back in time to yesterday, right? You could be upstairs. Okay. You know, I think it'd be nice if some of this were delivered with your head up here. You're almost beyond. You're beyond sadness. It's almost like you're talking to him as if you were alive, and reminiscing, like the good old times, the good old days. So when you speak to him about, I wish we were upstairs, it'd be sort of like a faraway sound in your voice, kind of like you're remembering with him, along with him, as if he's listening and he's awake, and the way you would say it if you were in your bedroom and you didn't want your mom to hear in the other room, maybe even in the closet, and she was talking to Gertie through the louvers, and you were having this conversation in that sort of a whisper so mom doesn't hear, but in a very familiar kind of way with E.T.
Look at E.T. Yeah. Unzip. And wait, he's not moving. Now he suddenly turns to you. His eyes come open. Do that to E.T. Give that joyful scream to E.T. Do the line again. Really excited about it. Are they coming? Breathing. Work
Does
yourself
this mean
up.
they're coming?
No, work yourself up even more. Work yourself up.
Does this mean they're coming?
Bigger. Does this mean they're coming?
Does this mean they're coming?
Yes!
First, you have to stay. Promise me, stay.
You hear noise out in the doorway? Tell them to stay even louder and firmer.
Stay.
Give them the eyes like, stay.
Stay.
Good. Now take your hand away. Stop for a second. Looks like he's going to behave. And then he says it again.
E.T.
Gag him. And cut. Good.
Your hands straight. Like that. The whole way like that. Yeah. Good. Okay.
Well, I had longer nails, it would feel better.
Yeah, I do.
Say what?
Okay.
If I had longer nails, it would feel better.
Right, exactly. Little Dracula. Baby Dracula.
Are we in right? Yeah, we're in.
Pardon me.
Elliot, and action.
I love you.
Why don't you come with me? Come on. It's all right. It's all right.
Cut. Good.
Cut.
The fingers
6, 7.
should be out. The minute he touches you, you feel him touching you, and he starts to pull you back, grab onto this, right here.
Yeah.
And then to here, and then when you come out, it's like in the air.
Yeah.
A little bit, okay? Okay, one more time. We're going to play this for all it's worth.
Okay, stand by. Here we go.
Let's see it go from like this, to... No, don't cover your face. I want to see it happen.
No.
Yeah, you got to do that.
No.
Okay, let him take a break. Big cry.
Background.
It'll be okay. Would you like the flower? That worked nice. That's great. Do it one more time like that, just to be sure. That was wonderful. Print that one. Would you like the flower? Now, Katie?
Yeah.
Here's what's happening. Just before they take off, I want to see about 4, 5 plainclothes guys all converging on the van.
Okay, like they're
From
coming
front,
because of what's his mic.
around those 2 cars, right.
Okay.
They're coming forward toward the van just as it takes off. And we'll have some people running, continuing carrying stuff down here.
Yeah.
And as the van takes off, have one guy just stop right here as it takes off and just do one of these things. With his mask on,
Okay.
one person like that, and a few others who have been carrying those capsules right down there near the cryogenic tube. Cryogenic tube, by the way, should be out of the picture.
Won't we see it inside on the other camera?
Oh yeah, put it in the van.
Okay.
And cut! Emergency brake. Put the brake in. Here, step on this. Step on this all the way. There we go. Robert. No, Robert, don't gesture with his hand. Keep his hand down. Okay. Casey.
Michael!
Meet us at the lookout at the top of the hill.
Cut. Your hand. Your hand.
Too much delay there, too. He was saying they're
Go.
waiting for him.
Get the bikes. Like that. Real strong. And loud and mean. As if they did it they forgot to do it 3 or 4 times. You know what I mean? Just give it back to them. Okay? Everything has to be more exaggerated. Go over the top. And don't be embarrassed by going over the top, really.
Holy Mark.
And action! Casey.
Michael!
Get the bikes. Meet us at the playground at the top of the hill.
Cut. Lovely.
Good.
So if we can come down like this with our zoom on one camera,
Right.
we can go ahead and right next to it go wide.
Okay.
Go long and wide at the same time. Then I'll have to go one up. A little bit like the step ladder, just off to the side here, Al. Cut. Cut! All you guys will stop on 1, 2, 3, and then I'll give Casey a several cue to come forward. So, let's just rehearse it.
When do I come forward?
On action. Everybody comes forward to their first marks on action. And action. Okay, time. Remove your mask slowly. Sean, remove your glasses. And come forward, Casey. We're taking him to see a spaceship.
Can't he just beam up or something?
Can he just, no, think about it a second. Look for the word beam up. Real clean, in awe of what's happening, but I mean, I wouldn't break it up at all. I would just make it very, very smooth and almost in a trance-like state.
Can't he just beam up?
Yeah, good.
Very nice. Very nice.
Print that one more time. This is directly after getting ET out of that cryogenic van we shot yesterday. Very next cut. When I say action, we get the speed. I want you to yell to Henry, "Where are we going?" And Henry's going to scream back, "To the forest." Okay. Keep up, guys. Okay, Casey, again, your line.
Where are we going?
To the forest!
And come on. And pop!
We made it! Oh.
Cut, great. One more time. I lied, 10 more times. Want to see a great thing I just got? You ever see this thing? It's a watch, 12 time. Okay?
It's great.
It's got an alarm clock in there.
You know, I saw this real neat watch that plays games. and tells the
It's
time.
great. It
Yeah.
plays Space Invaders.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah,
The
I
best
played
game, the game that I still think is the best game they've ever made, is Asteroids.
Asteroids.
Especially super asteroids.
Missile Command, Space Invaders.
Pac-Man's great. You have to go to a Pizza Hut or Westworld in Westwood and play that.
Well, Tom just was using the week's loud.
Defender
Defender
is
is
the gear shift, and
Wait, isn't
it
the-
goes up and
Get
you
smart
you
bombs. Smart
yeah,
bombs.
smart bombs,
All right,
and then
different levels.
yeah, and then you can reverse it and
That's a good game.
and
I wasn't too good at
get
that game.
points at.
I'm not very good at it either.
I send them back when I can't play them.
We're just going to be putting our electronic kit onto the Heartlight body for our shot. I believe it's going to be the ending sequence when E.T. leaves Elliot.
Okay, and let me see the jaw open and the corner smile. Yeah, open that mouth like he's in wonder, like, wow. He's going, wow, look at that. Yeah, that's great. Wow, wider. Wow, that's what we want. That's terrific. Wow, perfect. That's the idea, because he's looking at the ship, and it's coming down. As it comes down more and more, he's going like this. He's going.
Okay, I think there's still.
No, he's. Now, who has the forehead? And then, after touching the heart, E.T. is going to put his hands on your shoulders, and he's going to bring you in for a hug. And you'll hug this side of E.T. You'll have his head on this side, and you'll just hug for a while. Or just have you hugging for a while. And then you'll separate, and E.T. will point right to your forehead, right between your eyes. And he says, right here. He says, I'll be right here. And you'll reach out your hand, you just sort of touch his cheek, and he has a little tear in his eye. Just pretend there's a tear, then you'll wipe a tear away from E.T.'s face. And we'll play it that way. Okay? Real softly and gently, and no rush. Sure. Okay, so just walk over and think about it for a while, okay? Just be by yourself for a few minutes. Go ahead, Henry, get right in there. Just like that. Perfect, Henry. And can you look up? I mean, I want to see your eyes when you're in the embrace. Go ahead, a real embrace. Let me see you really hug. That's perfect, Henry. I love that. With your chin resting on E.T.
Okay.
And if you want to, you can look up with your eyes. Okay. Okay? Yeah, but you'll be crying, and you can be just looking over at your mom. See where your mom is over there? That's the place to look. Not too far there, Henry. That's perfect. Now, where are you looking, Henry? At the what? Okay, that's where I want you to see for your mom. And the spaceship, Henry, look right at that door of the spaceship. That's great for the spaceship, Henry. Perfect. Very nice. Okay. And whatever you do will be good when you do it, but just to know that I want to change when that light hits you. And when the light goes off, you can slowly open your eyes and his hand comes down. Okay. All right. I guess this is goodbye. I guess this is everything. Thank you very much thank you for saving my life. Hard movie to make for such a small, personal, intimate movie. I wanted to make all my life.
I read that.
Well, this idea, you know, if I play.
Yeah, that's nice. I like the repeated phrases.
The other thing. If it would be convenient to go into the call.
Yeah. I like that. It seems like a very natural transition into the loneliness and out of the tenderness.
Yeah. Yep. Let's see if we can do it.
Okay. Let me go back to
the thing is, where do we shift from the call to the theme? Is it on his smile? Is it when he touches the face?
That's a good question. That's a wonderful question, and your choices are as many frames long as the sequence.
I wouldn't let anybody hurt you. We could grow up together, E.T.
That's certainly the call.
Yes, that's the call. That's the call. And this is the loneliness. This is Elliot's love. This is his heartbreaking.
Does he look up again?
He looks up a second time.
But that the call has to be there.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. Absolutely.
Let's get that.
Absolutely. No, I always get that confused.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Does it ever go up once in the movie yet? It hasn't gone up yet, has it?
At the end, I'll save it for the last reel. Up or down? Up. maybe once down. It could go down once and then go up.
He's got so many options to end it. I love this moment here. He looks down and the warmth begins.
Yeah, we won't hold it that long. That theme's in the right place, though.
You want to wait for the smile, though, for that second phrase, right?
To keep this cue all quieter, it's all very unimportant. So. The cut to the house should be on the third beat of this bar. 2, 3, and it is. Is that right? Let's see.
Yoda's theme is a sweet surprise. It is.
Is anybody going to get it?
About 200 million people. When he takes off, even though what's on the screen is one of the most silliest attempts I've ever seen.
Yeah, well, that's just a mechanical.
When it takes off,
yeah.
It just explodes. Yeah, it just soars.
It may have gotten too much
It's very exciting. It's a great cue. For me, I think this is the least similar to anything I've ever done before. I mean, certainly much different than Close Encounters of the Raiders. And I hate to belittle it by saying it's a personal film, but it is. It's a quote personal, unquote movie.